What's going on, everybody? Vince Goodrum here. It is Thursday evening, and I just got back home. I want to talk to you guys today about life. Why? Because a lot of people have been asking me about it. People are a little bit worried about the great one based upon the previous videos I make. Well, rest assured, first off, people, I'm perfectly fine and perfectly sane. I've already explained the reasons as far as my philosophy is gone. You know, you people can either follow it or not. But the reason why I'm making this video is I need to explain to you about life and my opinion, okay? And the way I live is this here. I'm more concerned about the quality of life instead of the quantity of life. And here's the reason being. You can definitely control the quality of your life there 98% of the time. Quantity, not so much there. Now, sure, if you go play in traffic and fly around in a wingsuit through canyons, you're probably going to limit the quantity of your life, but you can certainly control the quality. Okay? In life, there's no telling what's gonna happen to you here, okay? It's one of those funny things here. You know, one minute you can be going outside, next thing you know, a toilet falls on your head or a piano. You just never know, you know? And if you don't think that happens, hey, it happens here. You know, people were sitting in an apartment building in Miami, the whole damn thing collapsed. Just like that, you know? Life is kind of finicky. No surprises there, you know? But a lot of people are, and a lot of companies here, and I think it's just they promote this life extension and stuff like that. And it's always good to, you know, stay healthy and everything like that, you know, not eat so many fatty foods and stuff. But at the same time, you can't get to the point to where what your activities are results in a level of misery. Because I'll tell you right now, when you're miserable and you're stressed out, it doesn't matter how healthy you eat. It's going to reduce your. It's not only going to reduce your quality of life, but it's actually going to reduce the quantity of your life. You know, stress is a big factor in heart disease and stuff like that. Because if you're stressed out and you're stressed and you're constantly in such a state of shock and everything like that, and you're miserable and everything like that, you know, you actually lose the will to actually carry on. And guess what? The body has a way of just shutting its shit down. I'm just going to keep it real and tell it to you like it is here. Okay? Now, me, I always recommend things are done in moderation. I want to make things clear to you. And you guys have already seen the videos that I've already previously made as far as to what I drink and smoke every day. I'm going to once again post a link down to you there just to let you know I'm not running around like some fucking drunk or anything like that. But folks, you gotta focus on the quality of your life because that's what you can control. You don't want to have regrets in life, okay? And you also want to think about your finances and your near future, okay? And here's the reason being, you know, I've heard a lot of people say I can't wait until I retire and I'm done with this job and everything like that. Then comes the age of retirement, 66. You're too fucking old to do anything. And not only that, everything is too expensive. You can't retire on Social Security, people, so you have to go and pick up a part-time job. And then maybe after you turn 80, if you get to 80, or even if you get to retirement age, you're really not going to be able to do anything. So it is more important to enjoy the quality of your life. If you are in your 20s and you want to do professional bodybuilding or so forth like that, you better get that shit done, you know, because it's going to be a lot harder when you're in your 40s and your 50s and stuff like that. So when you're young, do what you possibly can do. Go out to the club, hang out with your friends and everything like that, you know. Now me, when I was in my 20s and stuff, I went out to the club, you know, I had fun. I had coitus and everything like that. My quality of life is great. It's still great. I still go out. But here's the thing, I can't go out to the places I used to. I can't dance like I used to. Simply put, could you imagine a 40-some-year-old person hanging out with a bunch of 20-year-olds and 18-year-olds? It doesn't make no fucking sense. You know what I mean? It's just not going to happen. I've reached that age and point, and I can still go to those clubs and stuff like that, but I'm out of date. The music that I listen to at these clubs is not something that I would be accustomed to. Okay? But the good thing is I got out what I needed to get out when I was in my 20s and my 30s. I did my bodybuilding and stuff like that. I may still do some contests, but I'm not going to have any regrets if I decide never to do another bodybuilding contest because I've already done them. Okay? Make sure you do what you want to do in life and get shit done. If you want to write a book, write a fucking book. You want to start a YouTube channel, start a YouTube channel. Because like I said, you're on this planet for an indeterminate amount of time. Stop waiting for things to happen, okay? And stop worrying about what'll happen as far as the weather, you mess up, or if you think that something is, just, I'm going to be honest with you. Don't be afraid of something that's going to happen to you anyway. Okay? And like I said, you guys can listen to me or not, though, but I'm going to tell you right now, you need to focus on your quality of life there, because some people, and I'm not going to call out any names. I've already called out some names of people there, but I'm not going to call out some other people, Their lives are miserable, They're not having fun as they say they are. And that's not good. You got to enjoy things at your age there. All right? Because Lord knows you can't, not only are you on this planet for an indeterminate amount of time, as time goes by, you begin to get too old to do certain things and to hang out with certain people and to, go to certain places here. All right? Don't wait until you retire in order to try to catch up on everything that you could have done. Because one, you may not make it to retirement. You may get hit by a bus or so forth. Or you're just going to be simply too old to do anything. How many 60-year-old people do you see at clubs there? How many 60, 70-year-old people that you see hiking? You see a couple, but they're not going on Mount Kilimanjaro. They're not hiking Mount Everest or anything like that, except the rare few. The reason being is because they're too old and too decrepit. And eventually, I may end up being too old and decrepit, And you got to stop focusing on, well, this is this and that there, as far as health is concerned. Whether I'm smoking a cigar or whiskey or anything like that, that still doesn't mean that I'm going to go and just croak out in a couple of years. You ever heard of a guy named Richard Overton? Lived to be 112. He smoked 5 cigars every day, drunk a shitload of whiskey stiff coffee and stuff like that. And then I have other friends of mine that are long gone because they looked at a cigarette the wrong way, So guys, you got to focus on the quality of your life there. Now, if you don't want to focus on your quality of life, that's fine. But guess what? It's your life, You can do whatever the hell you want to do. I'm just giving you something to think about. That's all I'm doing. The great ones only giving you something to think about. All right? And I'm sorry if I'm stumbling a little bit, but it's kind of hard to talk about stuff like this. You know what I mean? It's not always a great conversation to talk about, well, life. All right? It really isn't. So, that's all I got to say today, people. I'm going to go watch me a little TV, grab myself a little bite to eat. And, well, you guys take care.